What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Westies Angling. This afternoon we're going to be doing a review on these new MAP EMBED method feeders. Now I saw these on the internet about a week ago and for me they tick so many boxes and I'm going to go through the reasons why. So I've had a ride down to a fairly local fishery after work to try these out. I've got a few different sizes with me to show you, but I've got my method feeders set up. We've probably only got, I don't know, 2.5 hours until it starts going dusky and it's going to be too dark to film. But I'm going to take you through the reasons why I like these feeders and why I think they're going to be so effective. I'm going to be using them a lot over the next few weeks, so you're going to be able to see whether you might want to invest in some. But I honestly think they tick every box that a method feeder should tick. So let's have a look at them in detail. Okay folks, so let's take a closer look at one of these method feeders. I've got this rigged up. As you can see, it's a banjo style feeder. It's got quite a deep bed there for your bait, so you're going to be able to get quite a lot of bait into that. This is a medium sized one. They do a large and a small as well. The weights vary between 30 and 40 grams. 30 to 40 grams is a perfect weight for a method feeder. I wouldn't go any lighter than that even if I was fishing for small fish. Also, these method feeders have got nice high sides, so your bait isn't going to come out on the cast. It's going to be secure until it hits the bottom, and then what's going to happen is the water's going to permeate into the cracks in the method feeder, into all the holes, and your pellets or ground bait is going to expand out. And what's truly unique about these method feeders is this little slit in the top here, if you can see that. So I'm going to put a hook length on in a minute and I'll show you what that does. But the basic science behind it is, once your hook length's laid through there, it's nice and secure. So what happens is that'll assist with the bolt effect of this rig. So the fish is going to pick up your wafter or your pellet, whatever you've got laid on top of your method feeder there. And it's going to pick the rig up, and this little slit is going to provide a little bit of resistance. It's going to help with the bolt effect. Not only that, but these inserts that go into the bottom of the feeder, they're very secure. What I don't like is on some method feeders, the insert is really loose. You want the resistance there to really set that hook when you're method feeder fishing. Additionally to that, if we take the insert out, the stem itself is secure. So it's going to take a little bit of a push for me to get that stem out. So that does have a quick change aspect, and they might bring out other method feeders in the future that you're going to be able to swap out for this. But that's really secure. That's not going to pull out when a fish bolts off. You don't want to lose these £3 method feeders. That's the price at the time of filming, the £3 each. I've really stocked up on these because, like I said, they tick so many boxes for me and I'm really impressed by them. So we'll pull our rubber back down, which I might add is also very tight on the end. So that's really secure. It's all robust, really quality, these method feeders. Okay, so let's take a look at the insert itself. Now, hopefully you're going to be able to see this on the camera. Usually it's really buried in that little plastic insert, isn't it, when you're method feeder fishing? But these, they have a little ridge that you can actually get your nails around to access the hook part of the insert. How good's that? They've really thought of everything when it comes to this method feeder. So usually what happens, if you don't have somewhere where you can get your nails into it, you end up chewing up all this rubber part of the method feeder insert, and then this becomes loose. So I'm really impressed by these so far. Like I said, I've bought these with my own money. I'm not sponsored in any way, shape or form by MAP. But wow, what a method feeder. I'm so excited to get fishing and try these. By the time I finish filming and all that, I'm probably only going to have an hour and a half to get a couple of fish on them. I've already got my pellets mixed up, so they're ready to go on. I'm sorry if it's noisy on this fishery as well. There's some kids fishing on the other side of the lake, so you might hear that on the camera. But hopefully you get an idea for these. Like I say, they do them in different sizes and different weights, but my personal choice would be a 30 or 40 gram. Okay, these are a medium size. They also do a small. So if you look at the size comparison, to be fair, there's not much difference between a small and a medium, but I think the mediums are slightly deeper and slightly higher sides. And then you've got a large, which is quite a bit bigger, and I think they only do those in 40 grams. You'll have to have a look. Again, I'm not affiliated in any way. This is just my personal experience, and I'm telling you the reasons why I've gone out and I've bought myself a load of these, because I just think they're going to work. So they're an inline system. So let's have a look at the packaging. Now they're really secured into the packaging. So let's have a look at this large feeder. The inserts come inside and they're secured on the inside. We'll have to rip this one open to get at that insert because I think it's stuck in on the inside. Yeah, it is. So there you go. Comes with little instructions, and then your inserts just on a sticky pad on the inside, and then your method feeders secured in with these little ties. I think these feeders will work best with pellets. So what I've done is I've put some water in with an 80-20 mix of pellet and ground baits, just so it's mostly pellets, because like I said, the pellets are going to expand. Your hook bait's designed to lay on top of this. You don't bury your hook bait in the feeder with these. It just lays on top, and your pellets are going to expand and open around it. So like I said, I'm so impressed with the design of these. In my opinion, this is now the best method feeder on the market. So I'm really excited to see how this little rubber insert helps with the self-hooking of the fish. These will work great on bite alarms because, again, you've got the assisted help of the self-hooking from this little clip, so you don't need to tighten your line right the way up to the feeder as you would with a normal method feeder. With a normal method feeder, you'd need your resistance going to the tip or going to the reel, but with these, all the self-hooking aspect is going to come with an upward motion, if that makes sense. Let's get a rig on and I'll show you. These are self-tied hook lengths. I've just got a size 12 hook, banded. If you don't know how to tie up your own method feeder hook lengths, there is a video on the channel of that. I'll put it up in the top right hand corner for you now. So there we go. So inserts on. I'm just going to push that back in, and that's really secure. We'll pull all that back into our method feeder. What happens is, so you put your pellets in there. Let's do that now. I've just pushed some pellets in with my thumb. I'm not going to press them in too hard because we want these to expand out and we want the carp to be able to feed on them. Again, I'm in a little bit of a rush here, so if I'm skimming through everything really quickly, it's because we haven't got much time. So I've just put a wafter on there. So you press your hook into the feeder, like that, and then you pull this line into that rubber, like that. Can you see how the line's secured in that little rubber clip? And then my wafter's just sat over the top of the pellets, but if you can imagine how they're going to expand, and a carp's going to come up, pick that, self-hook with that little bit of resistance, and there you go. I think they're going to work great. Right, let's get the rods out and see if we can catch anything on one. Right folks, let's get this feeder out, because we're really starting to lose the light now, and I want to get you a fish on one. Let's fish across to this broken peg here. The one thing I have noticed is this line clip, I'm not actually sure if it's for holding the line itself. I don't know, I don't feel like you can pull it in tight enough, it just pops out. Maybe it's literally just for protecting the line. I mean, that one did. That one held it secure, but this one doesn't seem to be wanting to hold the rig. No, it's just falling out. So maybe it's literally just for sitting the line in. I was pretty sure that it was for holding the rig in place securely, but we'll check a couple of the others. Maybe I've just got a little bit of a dodgy feeder there, but again, you're seeing this as I'm seeing it, guys. Let's get this one down this margin. And I'll leave that one in another 5 minutes. Like I said, I've been really eager to try these out, so I've just whizzed down after work. I knew I wouldn't have much time. By the time you filmed an intro and done a bit of a demo of the feeders, I thought it's going to be pretty much dark, but definitely worth it. The place is absolutely rammed, it's full of kids, so I'm sorry if you can hear them swearing and that. I just want to give a shout out to Jackson and Dan as well, who are fishing to the right of me. They're subscribed to the channel. I've given Jackson a hat. But yeah, it's really nice to be recognised. Really nice guys, very polite young lad. Really nice to see another father and son out fishing. Really great bonding time. That's what it's all about, guys, at the end of the day. Got some really nice memories with my dad going out fishing when I was younger. I think I ended up in snags more than I did fishing, but there you go. And I don't think anything's changed. I really don't mind, guys. If you follow the channel, if you want to say hello, you're more than welcome. Let's have a look at another one of them method feeders. Like I said, I've got a few here. I bought loads of them, so they better work. Otherwise it's a right waste of money, but at least I can stop everybody else wasting the money if they don't work. Right, let's see if this holds the line. Yep, so that one holds the line. Maybe I've got a Duff method feeder on one of them. Let's see if this one does. Yep, that one holds the line. So I might have a Duff method feeder on there. It's like it doesn't hold it properly in the little rubber insert. Let's try one of the large ones. Yeah, that holds it secure as well, so it must just be that method feeder. So I think a carp's pulled the wafter off there actually.
How long have you been a YouTuber for?
Been doing it about a year now.
A year?
Yeah.
You've got quite far in a year, haven't
Yeah, it's gone pretty well, to be fair.
you?
Just using wafters. Just doing a review on these method feeders.
Oh, for a new video?
Yeah. We're in. So far, the clips I'm not so impressed with, to be quite honest. This one wasn't clipped in, and I've hooked up to a fish. Now, that don't mean everything else about the feeders is bad. But we've caught on one. Already been a successful trip. It's not big. It's flying round. Definitely fight here, especially at this time of year. There we go. I'm not 100% convinced on this line clip. I think it's a little bit temperamental, to be quite honest with you. The one that actually worked, a fish ripped the wafter off. So, I don't know, it just must have been a little bit too much resistance. And this one doesn't even work, the line clip on it. So, I'm not very impressed so far. And I bought absolutely loads of them as well. I mean, on the whole, it's a really good method feeder, but this this little line clip I think is a little bit gimmicky, to be quite honest with you. I'm literally just burying the hook point in the pellets like that and just leaving the wafter on top, and that's given a really good presentation. So let's get this back down the margin. And then I'll get this cell wafter down this margin, just out from that other peg. Just keep an eye on that other rod. There we go. So we're in the margins. That one's a little bit further out from the margin, but this one's tight in, and I think that'll do well there. But yeah, this line clip situation, I'm not sure about it. It just doesn't set the hook. That's what it's for. It definitely shows the line going into the method feeder on the picture there, but one of them at least, it doesn't hold the line. Mental. So I don't know, is it gimmicky? You tell me. But as a method feeder, everything's great. The structure of the feeder, the firmness of the insert into the bottom of the feeder, the security of the stem, everything's great about them. Just the line clip, it doesn't seem to work. And like I say, the one that did work, that I had the line clip in, I had a bit of a bite on one and it took the wafter. Because of the resistance, the fish wasn't able to take the wafter completely into its mouth, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'll leave it down to everybody else's interpretation, but that seems to have been what's happened. I do like the fact that you don't need a mould with them because they're such high-sided. You can literally just press it in with your thumb. You could just bury the line. I mean, the rubber part's great because what you can do is you can just press pellets around it. It doesn't have to be secured inside that little rubber clip, but the rubber itself's good. It'll protect the line. So I don't think it's completely useless. Well, at least I've not blanked. That's the main thing. Like I say, we haven't got much time. What time is it now? 7 o'clock. So I've probably got another hour fishing. Might try and get it a touch closer to them reeds at the back on the next cast. Seems I'm like a local celebrity on this lake today. Good and bad attention. There we go. That was shot off. I think it's only small. Doesn't matter as long as we're catching. Thought they might be cruising tonight with it being... Bloody hell. Double hook up here. Let's get this one in. That one's near the middle of the lake, so we're all right there. Let's get this one in the net. Right, that one's in. This one's still on. Great fun fishing with 2 rods, but it can be tricky sometimes. It's not so bad when I'm with my dad because I can usually shout him over when he's blanking and he can deal with the fish for me. I've just unhooked that little comment. Let's unhook this one. This one's got a chunk out of it. Something's had a go at it. Look at that. Poor thing. See its bones and its ribs. That's awful. How are you still alive? Beast. There we go. 3 fish. Let's keep going. So I've just loaded that back up properly. I've put it in the line clip. Okay, I've just buried the hook. Let's see if we lose our wafter again. If we do, if we lose another wafter today without hooking a fish, we know that the line clip is causing that. And a double hook up then, one by these reeds. It's a brilliant cast. To get straight on that though if we get a bite. Nice and tight to them reeds there. Like I said, I'm going to be running with these feeders over the next few weeks. So we're going to be testing them out. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's your chance to do so. You can stay tuned and see how we get on with these feeders over the long term. Yeah, this is the one that just doesn't hold. So really that's a bit of a waste of money, isn't it? I'll have to be straight on it if we get a bite. That's a drop back. That's a drop back. Well, it's kept the line secure and we've not lost our wafter, but I'm not sure if I'm sold on this idea. And I think this is the whole point of these method feeders. Let's try again. Again, brilliant cast. What do we think, folks? Just off this short little session and my first impressions of it, I just think it's a little bit fiddly, and obviously I've had one that's already broke, doesn't work. I've lost a wafter, so a fish has pinched the wafter out the band. I don't know. Again, I'm going to let you make up your own minds on this. I'm just talking you through me using them. and you can decide whether you want to buy any or not. This is as honest a review as you can get. I don't want to leave anything a negative review. You can just get your own impressions from the videos. If it's anything to do with a line clip, but I've had a couple of dropbacks on this left hand rod. Little twitch then. So I keep getting twitches on the left hand rod, the one where the line's in the clip on the method feeder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reel that in. I'm going to take the line out the clip, cast it back in and see if we get a bite. This is going to be the ultimate test on whether it actually works. See, all the pellets have gone, so they've all been eaten out of that feeder. I'm just going to rest it over that rubber insert. I'm not going to actually put it in. Now, we'll see if that goes round. It'll be very interesting if it does. Again, could be luck. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but we'll see. Guys, we're literally straight in on that left hand rod now I've took it out the clip. You're just seeing it how I'm seeing it. This is a test, this is all this is. But that's gone straight round. You see, that hook length just needs a bit of freedom. The carp needs to feel safe inhaling it deep into its mouth so that you get the hook hold. Just trying to keep an eye on me with the rod as well. I'll let you guys watch that. Sun's right in my eyes here. I'm hoping that it's alright on the camera. It's waking up now. Got this drag fairly tight as well. Oh, I don't think it's a common, I think it's a fully scale mirror actually. Come on. Yeah, we're in. Oh, it's a nice mirror that. Whew. Oh my god. Look at that. Landing net's broke. Look at that. Oh my god, my landing net's broke. Oh, look at this. Landing net handle snapped off. I have absolutely no luck with landing net handles. This is a lovely fully scale mirror. Look at that, it's a long fish. Probably about 7 or 8 pound. What do we think? Look at that. Right, let's get it back. And I'll get my other landing net out. Luckily I carry a spur. I'm hoping it's with me. Tell you what folks, it definitely made a difference taking it out that clip. Who knows, but it went straight round after I took it out of the clip. Right, it was a lovely fish that. Let's get the rods back out. Again, on the cell wafter. Tried these wafters a few places now and they just seem to be doing well. The seat's absolutely soaking because that net broke and the net dropped onto the chair. So I think this is the winning method. By packing your pellets in like that, turning your hook round and pressing it into the feeder. Like that. The bigger fish tend to hug the margins here. It's a touch further out, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not tight in. I don't know whether it's a bit of a duff feeder, that other one, because the insert's not as tight either as it is on these others. Just out. Just to let you know as well guys, I have got some Westies angling t-shirts for sale. They're £16 posted to the UK. So if anybody wants one, feel free to just give me a shout on Instagram or the Westies Angling Facebook, and I can get you one posted out. And I can get caps made as well, so if you do fancy one, I can put an order in the next time I order some. These are actually decent. So they're black and they've got like orange trim around the edges. Just something a little bit nicer than a plain cap. They're just quite expensive to make, that's all. That's why I've not like had a batch made or anything. We're in. Over to them reeds. Absolutely shot off this one. Only small little dark common. My bait runner on. There we go, guys. Lovely little dark common. And we're losing the light a little bit. I bet we've got another half an hour in and I'll probably have to pack up, but lovely little session. Definitely worth coming down for after work. Mainline Cell dumbbell wafters though, guys. They're doing it for me at the minute. Those and the aquastim. Aquastim's a fairly new brand, but what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description for them in case you wanted to have a nosy. Again, not affiliated in any way, it's just what I use and I'm just sharing it with you guys. Finally, one on the right hand rod. Oh, walking up. Now, do I take my other rod out or try and play it round it? We'll try and play it round it. I think it's a nice carp actually. Decent bow wave. Let's try not to break this landing net as well, because we really would be buggered. Is it ready? No. Yeah. Come in. Another mirror. Yeah. Yep. Oh, we're in. Yeah, fully scaled. Bit smaller than that last one. Let's see if we can unhook him in the water. Really heavy, chunky fish actually. It's much heavier than it looks. Oh. Look at that. Oh. Are you going to be good? Look at that. Look at the colours on it. In the setting sun. Try and keep an eye on my other rod. Absolutely belting fish. Oh. Hey, what a good session. Literally a couple of hours. It's amazing what you can pick up in these short evening sessions. Ooh. Good fish. I'm just easing it away from them reeds. It's all the way over there. It's not taking any line yet. It's coming towards me, thank God. It's coming. I've had 8 or 9 fish in 2 hours so far. Some nice ones. Here we go. Oops. I hit him with net then. Bit eager. There we go. Again, just keep an eye on this other rod. Put the bait runner on. That's why I like fishing with bait runners, especially when I'm filming. There's the method feeders. It's come out. Absolutely pristine common, that one. Look at the scales on it. I actually think that's a... No, it's not. It's not an F1 because it's got barbels. But I thought with it having this lateral line of scales down it, it'd be an F1. But no, it's just a really nice condition common. Stunning fish. Right folks, so I'm going to have a couple more casts and then call it a night. But just to summarise about the feeders, I got really excited to try them and I honestly thought they'd be a little bit better than they are. I'm not sure about the line clip. I'll let you make up your own conclusions about that. In terms of the feeder itself, I think they're a really nice banjo feeder. I think they're well designed. I think they've got some really good qualities. So I do recommend them. If you have any questions about anything that I've done today or about the feeders, please don't hesitate to drop a comment down below. And like I said before, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, now's your chance to do so. I'll be testing these feeders out at a number of venues. So if you really want to see how they perform in the long term, just hit that subscribe button and also the bell notification. That way you won't miss any future videos. So I just want to say thanks for watching this method feeder review and we'll see you in the next Westies Angling. But look at that sunset. Look at how beautiful that is. Worth the drive after work. And like I said, we've had a good few fish. So I can't complain. Let's see if we can get a couple more before we pack up. Again over to the reeds. Let's get it back. Just taking some line. Very jagged fight. Might be our last fish, this. Hopefully it's a nice one to end on. Not massive, certainly a nice looking carp. It's near enough dark now, so let's end on this one. Nice mirror. Thanks for watching folks, I'll see you next time.